back from that big-time commercial break. It is our season premiere here on After Hours with TC Restani, and we have a big guest. You see her every morning on WCVB TV Channel 5 in high definition, talking about traffic. We could be talking about none other than the one and the only Miss Cindy Campbell. How you doing there, Cindy?
Good.
Grab a seat there.
How are you? Good to see you guys. Good. How you doing?
All right,
good,
the host
right?
is over here, Cindy. We don't need to talk about them. They're
Well,
lost
you
in
know,
traffic
I didn't
anyway.
want to be rude, but okay, I'll be rude.
Cindy Campbell, smart roots in high definition now.
Not dumb roots either.
No, not dumb roots. No. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But all right, you're a local gal right here from Melrose, Massachusetts.
That's right.
All right, I know you know a lot about traffic because they put up four-way stop signs at every intersection in this town. So is that, as a youngster, is that how you got into traffic?
That's right. Well, I used to play in traffic all the time because people would tell me to go out and play in traffic.
Really?
Know? Yeah, well, they would. I wouldn't listen all the time, though. I'd say no. But that's how I got involved. I mean, everybody's a commuter. Everybody wants to know the best way to get there, and I have all the answers. I have that secret decoder ring.
Really?
Yes.
Did you get that out of a Cracker Jack box?
Yes, exactly.
The secret decoder pin that tells all the traffic. Like, all right. So, no, seriously. Now, how did you get involved in Channel 5 and going on to Smart Roots?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Many years ago, I was actually a producer in the automotive field. I used to look at new cars and make videos about new cars, and I got to ride in a couple of really fun, cool cars, too. It was really great. So anyway, I was working for an automotive marketing company, and then that job fell through for reasons that we won't talk about right now.
Cousin Lee, do you have anything to do with that?
Not at all.
I think he was behind the whole thing, quite
Really?
frankly.
It wouldn't shock me.
You know, wouldn't shock me either, knowing you for 5 minutes.
Lifting cars and things like that. You know, that was my past life. I just couldn't do. You know.
So I saw an ad for part-time traffic announcers at Smart Roots, and so I thought, okay, I can talk, right? So I got in there. I thought I knew, because I was born and raised here, that I understood about Boston roads, but I didn't. And I had to learn over a period of time about how to sound convincing as a traffic reporter. Because I'm telling you, in Boston, people will pick you out if they think you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah. So say it with conviction is what I always say.
Now, have you ever been yourself caught in traffic and not watched Smart Roots?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What do your bosses say about that?
Well,
if you're late for work.
They tell me that I should have called 511 before I left the office. Because, you know, it's funny because when I'm in traffic, you know, it's dead serious, of course. You know, when other people are in traffic, it's like, well, it's part of life in Boston. Really?
Now, what's the biggest traffic jam you've ever reported?
Oh, God. I've reported miles and miles, 22-mile backups on 93. The lower deck, actually, before the big dig. It used to be from 495 all the way down. That was all.
Now, why is there traffic? I mean, everybody just keep going straight. I mean, how does that happen? I mean, come on.
There's always traffic when you find lane drops, right? That's always a traffic jam. When there's a lane drop, you know you're going to find trouble. If solar glare, the weather often causes a lot of problems.
Wear sunglasses. Come on, people.
Well, but if they're wearing your sunglasses, I mean, yeah, they'll...
I don't drive. I have a limousine, but you know, we don't get stuck in traffic. That's a different story for a different time.
Because you have the secret decoder ring.
Shh, I'm not supposed to talk about that,
Oh, that's right.
Cindy.
He's in the secret society here.
You do watch the program. Yeah. So now you do have a chroma key. You don't have to sit in that little isolated booth that they had you in before.
Yeah.
They spent some bucks on Cindy Campbell and Smart Roots.
That's right. Now I actually have to work for a living. You know, it's tough. We changed over to a whole new graphic system. Everything is new, all the maps, and it's really fun. Because for me, I haven't done chroma key in years, so it was good to get back into it. I have monitors that actually show me what I'm talking about, so that I can.
Now that you're in high def, are the traffic jams even longer?
Yes.
Really? I just made it up. Good for you.
Plus, you have those cameras all over the city there, you know?
We do. We have, there's probably a good 60 cameras that are in major areas all over Boston, even as far down as the Cape.
Not only Big Brother's watching, but Cindy Campbell is watching as well. Now, being that we were here, we sent out a crack camera crew. Now, Cousin Leo, your red Firebird, we tried to do a little experiment. We tried to do an experiment where people were talking about that watch Smart Roots and ones who don't watch Smart Roots, all right? Now, we had Cousin Leo not watch Smart Roots. So let's take a look over here at the big television over there, and this is what happens when you don't watch Smart Roots, ladies and gentlemen. See this?
I tried to warn him, you know.
I should have tuned in. I was up early that morning. The night before was a little, you know.
I mean, look at this. I mean, it's explode. What is this, Chelsea?
I had some leftover grenade.
What's down there like in front of King Arthur's? I've seen stuff like that down there before.
This is the pitfall of not watching my reports, you see?
See, I can't believe that people will not want... Now, Leo, unbelievable footage. Unbelievable driving there.
Should have used the back roads.
But
Right.
It
this,
was awesome, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
this is
A lot of
what
fun.
happens when you don't watch the lovely and talented Cindy Campbell. What time do you have to be at work anyway?
Oh gosh. Well, I have to be up at 3:15 in the morning, and then I have to be at work at 4:30.
Really? What time
Yeah.
is traffic? What's the peak hours of traffic?
Anytime after about 5:30, it starts to get going. But really, it's around 6 to 8:30, quarter to 9.
You have a question there, Mr.
Well,
Pittman.
you know, I just want to apologize, Cindy, because when I found out you were a traffic reporter, I had 12 questions about Steve Winwood prepared, and I'm sorry.
Well, we can talk about Steve though.
Please,
You know.
Mr. Fantasy. I'm on the wrong page, Frank. What can I tell you?
Now, are there rivalries with traffic reporters in this town? Who
Yeah.
outscoops who?
Well, you know, it used to be a little bit more competitive. Now we all have information coming out of the same operations center. But the difference is who takes that information and presents it in the best way.
Cindy Campbell, I want to thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you.
I got here in perfect time today. Unlike Sabrina, who got lost in traffic
True.
earlier today.
Well, she didn't call. She was driving that Trans Am, see, because she didn't call Smart Routes. I mean, that's the problem.
Unbelievable. Everybody tune in every weekday morning from 5 until what?
5 until 8:30.
5 until 8:30 on Channel 5 to see one other.
Yeah.
It's Cindy Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this big time commercial break.
Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna
Hey there, this is Sabrina Champagne King, and if you want to be on my show, just follow the contact information at the bottom of the screen. This is After Hours. We're never closed.